This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't.
And that's going to be intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Xavier Howard. There he goes, left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Gearing up for their next possession, Nick Foles and the Jags. Interesting stat line right now, and technically he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield, because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the interceptions are troubling. Is he going through the wrong reads, the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They've got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. On the draw, this is Fournette. Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on 3rd down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Foles throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The running back, Leonard Fournette, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Balaj. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Push him back. Push him back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. He's got a first down past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. 18 big yards on that one and a Miami first.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught by Parker for a Miami touchdown. Devontae Parker ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game as his guys continue to pour it on. Showed some of his improv skills there, getting flushed out of the pocket but still able to make the throw for the score.
So that means he's not a method actor?
No.
Because with the improv means break character when you need to. And in the NFL, when you have those guys chasing you, sometimes you have to break character in a big way. But I love the fact that he stayed downfield, kept his eyes up, and made the play. How many rookies do that well?
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the route is on here in this first half. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
There's still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter. Foles and the Jags come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Devon Godchaux up to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Fournette running out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. they become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Foles now, 4 out of 10 throwing the ball in this first half, but he's got a first down here. He'll look to throw. Open is Swaim, the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Be alert, be alert.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on third and medium. Proved to be the right call. First and 10. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. His throw incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
4 down, 4 down.
They'll look to throw here. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end, and now it's 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. He's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Foles. He'll find O'Shaughnessy open left side. Give him a couple on the catch at 2nd and 8.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Well, Foles and the Jags now have to deal with a 3rd and long after that sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw right side of the tight end O'Shaughnessy. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and he's got a convoy, and he might be gone. He's at the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Miami. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.